Hello there. After the Soviet, I decided it was time to get back to these new ships and try them out. So far, I've actually been quite enjoying these Russian destroyers. Like, I've seen a lot of negative comments about them, but despite them being my initial impressions of the Tier 6 or Tier 6 destroyer was that it's pretty boring with the HE spam. But now that I've gotten used to them, they are still quite simple to play, basically. They are just very HE based ships. But the guns on them are so powerful that it actually somehow becomes quite fun, because you can be so mindlessly aggressive with them if you want. Anyways, this is the T5 destroyer, the Gnevny. It looks pretty sweet. As you can see, it has 6 torps. So 2 times 3, they have the usual awful range of 4 kilometers. I think it's 4. And I'm using the superintendent perk because I moved my merman's captain to this guy. Yeah, that's the range. And I'm obviously using a premium smoke. Or well, I still think it's dumb it's called premium, but the one that costs 22k, because since I'm playing a gun-based destroyer, being able to use offensive smokes or being able to use smokes often is quite important to me. Now this matchup, we're against 2 carriers, so that's always a bit painful when you're a destroyer. But overall the matchmaking seems fairly good here. It's a bunch of T5s, a couple of T4s, a couple of T6s, pretty much the optimal matchmaking for my T5 destroyer. Now I'm hoping I'll bump into one of their destroyers. As you saw, I used my speed boost to rush down here, so I'm hoping I'll be able to catch one of their destroyers by surprise, because they usually don't expect you to be this close this fast. That's why I popped my speed boost straight at the spawn and just rushed down here. It just ended. Oh, and the Mutsuki, he did not expect me to be this close, so I get the jump on him. And you can see how much damage these guns do. Yeah, he smoked instantly. I broke his engine, and I probably blasted, I don't know, a quarter of his HP away. Maybe a quarter, maybe a third. I hit a few shots more. Oh damn, I'm almost gotten down to half HP. But anyway, that was a good trade for me. I got a bunch of damage on their T6 destroyer, and I forced him to use his smoke. Looks like the planes are trying to drop on me. I have no idea what the drop was. Or was this the Mutsuki? Well, one of those is a Mutsuki, one is the planes. Either way, both torps were awful and had no chance of even coming close to me. I have no idea what Mutsuki is fighting. He should just be running away. Oh, and I spot the Suiho is spotted as well. You can see I have the 4-point perk that increases my range on the guns. And considering how good these guns are, I can actually land shots from range quite comfortably. So I'm obviously going to put some pressure on their carrier. Carriers always shit themselves when they take gun damage. Oh, are the planes going to go for me? I think he considered it, but gave up on it. Might be going for the Minikaze instead. Oh, the Mitsuki is still here. Now usually 10 kilometers would be very, very hard to land hits if you were a US destroyer, because their shells travel so slowly. But these shells actually have really good arcs, so as you can see I'm landing hits quite comfortably from this range. So in this sense I think this is even better at hunting destroyers. That's him wrecked. I think this guy is even better at hunting destroyers than US DDs are. Of course US DDs have much better torps, even if they are fairly shit as well. But that difference will increase as the tiers get higher. Gonna put some pressure on the New York, because why not? Like, you see how much damage I'm basically eating? All these people are shooting me. They keep trying to land hits on me. I have a New York shooting me, I have the Ioba shooting me. What else is there? Is the New Mexico in the back shooting me as well? They're all trying to shoot me. Even the Karlsruhe is shooting me. Instead of like shooting my New Mexico and... oh my god, there's a Congo back up with their care. I'm not even surprised. Congos are always the guys that like to sit back as far back as possible and be as useless as possible. Anyway, regardless of how useless he is, I'm not being useless because I'm basically drawing so much aggro from all these ships. Instead of shooting the New Mexico, that's easy to hit, they're all trying to land shots on me. So I'm basically just tanking a bunch of damage and trying to deal some in return. New York. Oh, okay. This was a bit too. It forced me to repair and he ate the turret, so I think I'm gonna smoke up here. I did not expect the New York to land, what, 12 kilometers away, land 2 such good shots. He even switched to HE, like that's how hungry he was to do damage to me. He fucking switched to HE. But whatever, I've got plenty of smokes, and even though I lost the turret, I still had 3 left. That's actually one of the reasons why I'm a bit skeptical about the Gnevny. I can't remember what the name of the tier 6s, all these names are. Like this one is Gnevny. No, doesn't exactly roll off the tip of your tongue. But yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, but what I was saying about the T6 is the reason why I'm very skeptical about the T6 destroyer is because it only has 2 turrets, and I still occasionally lose turrets on this guy. But on this guy, losing a turret is just 25% DPS loss. But on the T6 one, that only has 2 turrets, it's half your DPS gone. So I think it might be quite frustrating to play. Anyway, as you can see, I've just popped the smoke, so I'm using it to the full power. Just basically getting some free shots on people and hopefully letting them focus on someone else for a change, because they were all shooting me. So it was just a matter of time until they would have gotten me killed, because with that many people shooting you at the same time, you can't possibly evade all the shots. They will get lucky and land some hits, regardless of how much I constantly zig and zag and try to avoid. Yeah, I'm detected now, so I'm starting to speed up. My smoke ran out. Just for, if you use the premium smoke, the smoke runs out at exactly 1:35 left on the timer, in case some of you needed that timer. Now that Aoba is pretty much dead. Yeah, he's dead. Gonna pop the speed boost again. Looks like our Congo has finally joined the battle and reached me. I don't even need to look at him to know that he's probably full HP and has been sitting in the back the entire game. That's something Congos do. Don't ask me why, but it's some sort of Congo syndrome. They all have to sit back as far as possible and pretend to be snipers. The game looks... well, we seem to have a fairly good advantage. All of these guys basically bailing. I'm not really certain why all these guys ran away. They had the numerical advantage here. But after I killed Mutsuki, they all, and popped the smoke, they all just went full pussy mode and ran away. Oh, the Karlsruhe looks like he's charging me, is he? You see, the thing with the Karlsruhe is, if you aim for the smokestacks, where his citadel is, you can even use HE, and you'll break his engine. You just have to aim for basically where his citadel is. And using HE, you will break his engine. In this case, I'm obviously popping an offensive smoke. I'm just gonna park my ship here and start shooting him. I'm trying to hit his citadel. I'm hoping someone will give me a vision of him again. Oh, there he is. I'm trying to go for his smokestacks. Basically, it's in the middle of the ship. A bit too much forward. Gonna aim slightly to the back. Bam. That was perfect. That broke his engine, as you saw. Now, he was a smart player. He didn't waste his repair on the fire. He saved it for the broken engine. So, obviously, I'm gonna try to hit those smokestacks again. Break his engine again. Because now I know his repair's on cooldown. That shot looked fairly good, but it wasn't perfect. Still not perfect. Of course, you need a bit of RNG as well. Oh, this looks good. If he keeps the straight course. Nope, not quite. You still see the damage though. Like 1.5k doesn't sound like much, but when he has 20k HP... oh, there we go. Hit the smokestacks. Engine broken again. And now he's completely missed. As you can see, I said 135. If you look at the bottom, it's 140 now. So when that timer hits 135, I will become... oh, 137 even. Shit, I was actually 2 seconds off. Or maybe I moved out of smoke. I'm not certain. But yeah, now this guy's dead. I've broken his engine twice, his repairs are cooldown, and I've set him on fire. So he's basically trying to limp away with the broken and burning ship, so he's guaranteed dead. The Karlsruhe in general is a fairly awful ship. Like, the Kuma, Phoenix both feel much stronger than the Karlsruhe. It doesn't have the range to excuse how fragile it is. But I'm already past it to the Königsberg, which is, well, pretty fantastic ship really. It's a very, very strong T5 ship. I'm not sure if I'll make a vid of that ship as well. Depends on if people want. I've already made one during the beta, but they buffed it a bit with AP damage, so it's even stronger. In this case, I'm gonna do a quick drive-by here. My torps are only 4 kilometers, but they are quite fast and they do a lot of damage. So before he has even time to shoot, I'm just gonna skip by him happily, drop a few torps and get the fuck out. I'm already invisible and that guy is completely dead. There's nothing I can do. That's the few cases where you can actually use the torps on the ship. Looks like they had actually evened the score somewhat, but with these couple of kills, we are back in the lead. Bit worried about them rushing our base though, because we don't really have much defending. This bug is... I was trying to avoid the planes, that's why he's turning like an idiot. Of course, one of the weaknesses that these Russian DDs have compared to the Americans ones is the turret turn rate is much worse. It's almost the same turret turn rate that Japanese destroyers have. So if you're an American destroyer and you have to fight one of these, the trick is to close the distance, which makes their... oh shit, I citadel him. The trick is to close the distance, which makes their impressive guns much less powerful, and try to get into brawling distance. Oh shit, citadel again, that broke his own... damn, these guns are so powerful. Like, I've been able to out-duel a Furitaka in close range. Like, I just loaded AP and I just spammed citadels on him from close range. So these guns are very powerful. But of course, this ship has weaknesses. So far I'm actually been quite satisfied with how they've balanced the different ships. Like, these are the pure gunboats, the Japanese are the pure torpedo boats, and then the Americans are like the balance of gunboat and torpedo boat, especially at the gearing where they have very strong guns and very strong torpedoes. It's quite fun. I enjoy playing all three of them. You saw Königsberg was pushing in, so I popped an offensive smoke, and the Minikaze is giving me vision of the bogue. So I can just sit here in my smoke, invisible, and just rain fire on this bogue. And the Königsberg can do absolutely nothing to save him. Of course, I could have probably avoided the Königsberg shots, but I didn't want to risk it because I'm capping the point for a victory. So I didn't want to risk the cap being reset. I'm just gonna wait in the smoke. It was my last smoke, which is kind of perfect, since the game is about to end here. Backing off a bit. I don't want to leave the smoke though. Just want to be able to get arcs faster on this gun. Again, no issues hitting this guy from 10 kilometers away, or 9.4. These guns really are powerful. Oh, hit the torp. That means I'll probably get the kill. And that's the kill.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
That's actually my 4th kill. Oh shit, New Mexico coming. I will not have time to kill him, and I'm very close to capping the game and ending it. They are also capping our base. So I'm just gonna play it safe and basically keep these rocks between me and the New Mexico and win the game. Just popped a few shots at the Königsberg, see if I could reset this cap, just in case. My damage... I'll actually wonder how much damage I got. It looks fairly good. I got 4 kills, which is always nice for one of these gunboats destroyers. Usually end up getting not so many kills. Your impact isn't always as visible in stats. It's kind of the same with low tier US destroyers. Your impact is rarely that visible in the stats, which is a bit of a shame because so much of the XP you gain in this game is based on the stats. But yeah, this game is over in a second. And I've kept that and won the game. That was the Gnevny. Yeah, I think I pronounced it correctly. Yeah, Gnevny. 4 kills, 2 citadel's. Oh, I managed to top the XP. That's always nice, considering there were New Mexicos and shit in this game. And the damage is 60... I don't know, 65k, something like that. And there's some nice money as well for a 2-5 game. Anyways, that was my Gnevny commentary. I'll probably make a new one for the Gnevny if I find myself enjoying it, even though I find the 2 turret setup very sketchy.